Said you want kids, so I don't, you know, I know you said that.
Well, if I want those things, you got to start off as a player first. Like a lot of people don't understand. If you want to be a husband, the best husband was a former player. The best boyfriend was a former. It's more work to date one girl than it is to date multiple girls.
What?
Exactly. And a lot of people don't understand. So a lot of girls say, I want someone that's intentional. I want someone that's intentional. I try to be intentional with a girl and it turned her off. So like the girls that I'm quote unquote breadcrumbing, they're all ready for relationships now. Breadcrumbing works so effectively. Why does breadcrumbing work so effectively with women? Because you still leave more to be desired.
Let me just tell you, if my boyfriend did that to me,
like hard to get.
And we have long distance relationships, so he's not even here. He's in the islands.
Wait, what?
You heard me? He's in the islands and I'm here.
Okay.
Wait, like because of the distance, you're kind of
being breadcrumb.
Breadcrumb.
No,
I'm not.
I think a lot of women, what I've realized is a lot of women, they want to enjoy themselves with men, but we live in an environment where there's so much contention between men and women that people want to have a hard conversation, kind of like what we're doing now. We're having a hard conversation. And I think ultimately we don't need to have a hard conversation because most people are not going to change. We're not going to change women. We're not going to change men. So we might as well just ignore that and just have a good time. And I think that's why I'm a desirable man, because I know the ways of a masculine man, but I still treat you like a player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep it P.
Yeah, but I think it just depends on what you want out of life.
What do you mean?
You know, like if your goal is to be in a, like, I don't know if you believe in monogamy at some point, or if that's your ultimate goal, like, you know, a monogamous relationship or non-monogamy, you want to get married. I think it just depends on what it is that you want. I mean, obviously you're open with these women right now, so it's not the right now, but you said you want kids, so I don't, you know, I know you said that.
Well, if I want those things, you got to start off as a player first. Like a lot of people don't understand. If you want to be a husband, the best husband was a former player. The best boyfriend was a former player.
Tell me how.
I don't agree with that 100%. I understand the concept where he's going at, because at that point you're good with women. You understand how women think and you know how to keep them stimulated without overdoing it, which will actually turn her off. But at the same time, there's a lot of great guys that would be husband material that are not players out there.
Because, I mean, you got to think, right? In order to become a player and have multiple girls, or to juggle multiple girls, you got to know how to keep multiple girls' attention, right? So you got to be organized.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It's not a lot of work. It's actually it's more work to date one girl than it is to date multiple girls.
What?
Exactly. And a lot of people don't understand. It's kind of...
I don't agree with that. I think it's definitely more work to deal with multiple, just being honest.
Counterintuitive. So if you date one girl, she gets all of your attention almost all the time. If you date multiple girls, they get some of your attention some of the time. So I don't see any girl more than one time a week. Any girl.
But you don't want a serious relationship. That's what you're saying.
Well, I'm on my purpose. I'm busy, right? I put out 700 YouTube videos last year. I'm constantly working. That's why I told you when we got on the phone.
So when do you have time to even date couple of 3, 4? I just want to know, when do you have time?
Well, clearly that's not what he's looking for.
That's not what he's looking for.
So he's okay.
But then you mentioned that these women that, you know, let's say the women you've experienced or whatever, that they're...
Let me say this real quick. To only see a chick one time a week is kind of crazy to me, just being honest. If you were a chick that you probably actually like, you're going to see her more. I understand a man needs to be busy. You definitely want to make your girl know that you actually are a busy guy and you actually work. But one time a week is diabolical.
Requiring more of you. So even though you're only giving them one day a week, they're still requesting more time with you. So you have to.
You heard what he said.
But I'm saying they want more time. So which means they're coming to you and they're looking for more time, which is now more demand from multiple women. How are you managing all of that?
He's probably giving them 70%, and then as soon as they say, well, I need to see you more, and blah, 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 then he's like, all right, and then he'll probably give them another 10%, and then he'll pull back another 20.
I'm giving them 10%.
I was just going to say that.
I remember, so a lot of girls say, I want someone that's intentional. I want someone that's intentional. But most men know that doesn't work. Like, I've tried to be in a relationship before. The only reason why I went back on my player shit...
How long does it last?
...is because I tried to be intentional with a girl and it turned her off. And I was just like so shocked by it, because I told her, like, look...
I don't know what kind of women...
But they do say
but
that.
She was, I'm telling you, let me break it down weird. Like, so a lot of girls will say this, right?
I
want a man that's intentional. Because I meet a lot of girls, it's easier for me to meet them online because I'm always making content. So I'm never in the public. I'm always like working behind a desk, you know, making videos, right? So I meet often my dating life is online. Like I'm on the dating apps. And you'll see a girl should say in her bio, I want a man that's intentional, right? I want a man that's going to like essentially prioritize her.
You probably saw my profile.
When you actually do that, they get turned off and say, oh, it's moving too fast, or you know what I'm saying, this is too soon.
In the modern world, you definitely have women out there who they say they might want something serious, but they are playing the field. They playing games. Just from personal experience, what I've seen is that a lot of chicks, they don't want what comes with the relationship. They don't want what they would call control, direction. They feel like a guy's putting too many boundaries on them. I know people personally that have ran from relationships because they feel like they want their space. They want their freedom. I'm going to keep my phone on D&D. Don't text me. Don't find out where I'm going. That's a problem. If you with somebody, you're going to have some type of direction and leadership in your life, which is why we in this dynamic to where guys are playing back, and they're playing back because of what the women actually want. So guess what these guys doing? They playing the field at the same time because they're not getting exactly what they want from you.
I think the right man. That's the problem.
I think there's level to intentional because, you know, we've talked about men who are overbearing and just, you know, all don't
want to stuff on the titty all day,
like want to see you all day. You can't.
But that's what we think is intentional.
But that's your problem, because my intentional doesn't have to be where I have to be with you every second of the day, or we have to spend every moment together and all of that. Some men are just way over the top with it. Intentional means, you know, making plans. Just, you know, it could be we go out twice a week. It don't mean that I gotta see you or you gotta be at my house every single day.
Exactly.
And this is why guys have the commentary towards that. This is why he feels the way he feels, because she already said that, yeah, you ain't gotta be on the titty. What does that even mean? If you find somebody that you really like and appreciate, you should probably want to hear from them, be around them. I don't understand that.
If I prioritize you, I think that's where that we miscommunicate, because...
But that's where you got to communicate. What is it that I want and what is it that I expect?
What I mean there's a miscommunication is when y'all say intentional, we think one thing, you think another thing. And I think the thing that you guys think is when we actually breadcrumb you. For y'all, intentional is when we breadcrumb you. For us, intentional is when we don't breadcrumb you.
No, I think
and this is where the
middle. For
confusion.
us, there's a middle. It's not breadcrumb, but
let
it's
me
not
let me
over
explain.
the top.
So like the girls that I'm quote unquote breadcrumbing, they're all ready for relationships now. Why? It's because the breadcrumbing works so effectively. Why does breadcrumbing work so effectively with women? Because you still leave more to be desired. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
When you're a man, you're trying to be intentional. You try to give her everything up front. Women don't want everything up front. They want to earn you. And that's why I had to learn. I'm like, if I'm a man of value and I just give you myself away for free, you're not going to value it. Even though the value didn't change, it's just how I delivered, how I presented it. You know?
I understand what he's saying, but once you start playing that game of I got to like give you little bits and pieces, that's like me wanting a wife. But then she started breadcrumbing me. She don't want to show me that she a wife before she becomes a wife. You know what I'm saying? You still got to, the qualities have to be there. I think it really boils down to how much the person actually likes you.
Saying so, I've run into a lot of girls. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cut all my girls off, and they're looking at me like, you cutting all your girls off?
Yeah,
that's too soon.
I have heard
Maybe.
that.
Or I'm like, if I
Maybe.
sleep with a girl, I'm like, yo, I want to introduce you to my dad. She's like, oh, that's too soon. I'm like,
maybe because they're
You know what
doing
I'm
the
saying?
same thing behind your back and you don't know.
I think what it is, because I've seen this, and the pattern is that when women mean intentional, they mean they want something, but they don't want it right away. They want to work up to it. They want to earn it. For us men, we think we're supposed to just give
Everything
it to you.
at once.
But I also
And that's
think
where
that
and so for us,
that
if we
is
don't give it to you right
communication
away, in our mind, we gotta breadcrumb you. Here's a little bit now, here's a little bit later. And that's why, like, my strategy really is, if I'm dating a girl, I'm only going to see you once a
Say
week.
it slowly, but
I'm only
breadcrumbing
going to
sounds
see you
like
once
you're
a week.
not caring.
At best. And some weeks I'm not going to be here because I might be traveling.
until you meet somebody that you want to see more than
Even if I want to see you more, I'm still going to breadcrumb you. Like, the way I move with women, this is how I'm going to treat my wife. The exact same way.
I couldn't see myself doing that, like breadcrumbing that much. I understand you have to just show that you're busy. Like showing no attention or one day a week, that's crazy, because that leaves the door open for somebody else to pick up the slack that you possibly might not be doing. But I mean, if she's in it, she chose it. But for the most part, I think that's going to cut out a large group of selection just because of the time and attention. It still has to be some form of reciprocation.
Because I've watched how you build an attachment doing it this way.
so explain what that would look like if you have a wife. How would that look, the breadcrumbing look?
Well, she would have got breadcrumbed in the beginning of the relationship. And then by the time she's my wife, she got the whole loaf, right? There's no more of that. But that's what I'm trying to say is, like, for women, I think ultimately women want to earn their men. That's my point. And I feel like, in my mind, you earn me if you're of value, of equal value. It's almost like if I hire you for a job, you've earned the job prior to you getting the job. So the job doesn't have to make you jump through hula hoops or haze you like you're a pledge.
Bull crap, if you brand new, you definitely got to go through some hula hoops because you're the rookie at that point. You're going to have to learn from other people. You're going to have to do a little bit more than everybody else because you are new.
In a fraternity or sorority, right? They're looking at like, what's your qualifications? All right, I like your resume. We will hire someone like you. So you earn the job prior to getting to the job. But with women, it's not like that. You got to pledge them. You got to haze them. And it's weird to me as men. For men, we look at it, the way I look at it is, if you're a woman of value and I like you, I could give you everything up front. But you don't feel like it's worth anything because you didn't work hard
But not
for it.
all women are that.
No,
I think most women are like that.
I think every relationship.
I think it's embarrassing that women are that way.
No,
That's why they say not all women. I think it's embarrassing.
I agree with some of the things he's saying, but I definitely think that any relationship, there's a progression. Yeah. Period. There's, so where you go from breadcrumb, the girlfriend, and whether I like her or not, to your wife, and now giving her all, that's just that's a relationship. You give more. The more you like somebody, the more you want to spend time with them, the more you want to do more for them, and then if there's a middle between that girlfriend and that wife, so you at some point you gave her more than breadcrumbs before she became your wife.
I can't get over the once a week thing. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy as hell. But I understand the fact of separation. The heart grows fonder in absence, so it's definitely necessary to have space with your female. You don't need to be up under her all the time. She needs to know that you are capable of leaving and being busy and working and just staying consistent on your purpose and passion. For the guys who like to stay up under their woman all day, those are the ones that's gonna end up pushing their woman away most likely.
Or she becomes your wife. You've definitely increased more time. You're not doing once a week with her, so there's a progression.
I think once a week could last for a long time.
No, not with somebody that's going to be.
And the thing about it is,
then they're not. I don't believe that they would be of equal value.
They're not good, right?
What do you mean not equal value?
I think that if a person is okay with, if they want something more, and they're okay with you giving that once a week, and then that is it, and you're firm on that, I don't think that they're. If they stay in that situation, they're not of equal value. I just don't believe that.
Equal value to who? As a person you want to marry?
Yeah.
No, so like, look, it's a psychology game, honestly. I'm gonna be really honest with you.
It's not you're psycho.
I am psycho, right? The thing about it is I could give a girl, I could treat you like I'm your husband today, right? Because in my view of it is, all right, what I gotta do, protect you, give you attention, intimacy. Like there is no barrier.
Day a week.
It's no barrier for it. No, I could give you every day a week from the jump.
Okay.
Women are not like that. Women gotta warm up to it. Right?
Yeah,
like the breadcrumbing is like the foreplaying of relationships.
Yeah, but that's
maybe
in the
you don't
beginning.
have a balance though. Yeah. But maybe you don't have the balance. So maybe you don't know how to have an in between balance. Maybe it's either like, okay, well, I feel like I either have this detachment with you and I just see you once a week, or I'm just all in. I don't know how to be in between. So maybe
once a week works for the player vibe, just being honest. He's courting multiple women, he's talking to multiple, so once a week for one, yeah, think about it. If he has 4, that's 4 times a week already. He's just dibbling and dabbling with each one differently.
You are the overbearing.
And I might be, but guess what? Most men are worse than me because they have less experience than I do. So, and this is the disconnect that men and women have. If I'm this bad and I get girls, you know what I'm saying? If I'm this bad and I get girls, what about the guy that doesn't get girls? What about the guy that never hears that he's handsome? Or you're the best? Or, you know what I'm saying? God damn.
He's going to jump on, he's going to attach to the first thing come moving that shows him attention.
Yeah. With women, you got to kind of treat them like you don't want them in a way. It's a weird thing. It's not. It's like,
but I have.
So even since high school, if we, as boys, we should say, if you like a girl, never tell her.
Well, you even go back to young.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the little boy that used to hit on you.
That's in the beginning of the stage of a relationship when you like somebody. But when you get into a relationship, let me just tell you, if my boyfriend did that to me,
like hard to get,
and we have long distance relationships, so he's not even here. He's in the islands. If he did that to me.
Wait, what?
You heard me. He's in the islands and I'm here.
Does he live here usually?
Of course not. No, he lives in the islands.
She goes citizenship.
I go to the islands.
How often?
Though?
Every 2 weeks.
So this is what I'm talking about.
He breadcrumbing her. Nah, it's close, similar to the same thing because they have a very long distance relationship. She sees him once every 2 weeks. That's crazy as well. That's damn near the same thing.
Okay, but I can call him 24/7 anytime. Picks up video calls. So don't come tell me breadcrumbing. If he did that to me, swear to God, he would have hit.
But so the thing is,
where do you live? You live in Jersey?
Yes, I live in Jersey.
What part of Jersey?
Why?
Okay.
Exactly.
You're in the South, right?
Yes.
You don't gotta tell me the town. You're in the South.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm technically closer to you than your man.
I don't care.
Oh.
But I'm saying I could technically see you more than you see her, man.
And you heard what I said?
This is
I'm
true.
not trying to say I want you. I'm not saying
I
I
didn't
want
say you want me. You're
you
not the
already
only
disqualified
No.
me, right? You said I'm
But
too
then-
young.
A whole
You
bunch
said-
of them. I
But then to
disqualified.
his
Okay,
point,
okay.
like because of the distance, you're kind of
Being
getting
breadcrumbed.
breadcrumbed.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I'm
Because you
not.
don't- yeah,
Texting.
that
So
you
men,
are.
So
we
in
don't,
a
let me
sense
tell
that
you,
he's just not-
we don't
he's
look at
saying-
texting the way y'all
Right.
look at texting. Y'all look at texting as like that's what's so interesting. I learned this recently about women. Y'all look at texting as almost like a texting is like a date.
That's
So if I'm
crazy.
texting with a girl for a week, it's almost like we went on a week of
Don't
dates.
text me all day every.
He got a point. Some chicks look at if she's texting you that she's giving you probably the best part of her or whatnot. Some of them feel like that because they feel like they don't want. If they don't want to waste their time a lot of the time, they feel like they're better than you at that point. So if they giving you an opportunity, they look at that as a serious step, which is crazy.
Hell
Not
no.
every day, all day, but I'm saying
not.
some women, and that's what that one girl complained to me about, that I never text her, I never call her. She had this expectation that, like, all right, we're already past that point where we're supposed to be talking all the time. Right? And because that's part of the relationship, I don't feel like you have a relationship through text.
Maybe I'm the
pet
breadcrumber.
house.
You pick up the phone.
I don't
Maybe
feel
I'm
like
the breadcrumber because I am not trying to text,
Yeah.
talk all day long, see you every single day. Might be
So
breadcrumber.
maybe you're like him, but
crazy.
I like
that's
missing
one-
people.
I'm not.
No,
I like
Right,
missing
you
people.
want to miss
actually-
somebody.
I like
you
missing
did
people.
agree that you're a guy already.
You want to
Okay,
miss
When it comes to
somebody.
dating, you are a guy.
I'm sorry. When the relationship? I've been out the dating world.
Yeah, how long does it take to really miss somebody? I'm gonna be honest, man, because I'm married or whatnot, and I see my wife every day. I mean, like I'm busy, she's busy, so we're not with each other all the time during the day. But it's like I still want to hear from her and see her whatnot each and every day. It's kind of strange to me.
A very
Not
long
me.
time.
I'm sorry.
When
I'm
do
old school.
relationships become all this strategizing?
Exactly.
And
Because women are
planning
complicated.
And you
Women are
gotta
complicated.
get this
Not
much and get.
complicated.
You just date and how it go, it go.
You never dated a woman
like
before,
the
have you?
Hell, no. I never
woman?
dated a
Women?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I don't know,
Well,
right? I just met you, and if you have, I'm
say
not judging you.
women are complicated.
They are, and I'm gonna tell you.
And men are
Look, I'm a
complicated
smart guy,
too.
right?
Men are
I went to college. I
complicated too.
graduated
Okay.
college. I run a
Intelligent
business.
about
So you're saying your mother's complicated?
Huh?
Your
She-
mother's
he said
complicated. You
women
said
are
a woman.
complicated.
All of y'all complicated. He is 100% right about that. The game has turned into a more advanced game. Now, if you come from a different generation, you probably played less of those games, but it's definitely getting worse.
Woman, you came
But
up
not
with a
necessarily
woman.
based on my mom, right? Just in general. What I'm saying is that Einstein said, you know, he could figure out a lot of things, but he could never figure out what women wanted. And I think the reason why he couldn't figure out what women wanted is because they'll say they want something, but they don't respond to the thing they just said. Again, I just showed you, a girl says they want intentional. For us, the reason why I'm saying
Well, that's your perception of
intentional is
intentional,
different
right,
because
right.
for me, I'm trying to say is if I say I cut off all my girls and focusing on you, that's intentional.
Yes,
But
it
a lot
is.
of women
For you,
don't want you to
it's
do that right
intentional.
away.
But
they
what's
feel
right
like you're-
away? What's right away?
After the first or second date.
Yeah.
But to me, it's being intentional. I'm not playing with you.
I get
If
his
I
point.
cut all the
that's
girls
too
off from the first
early.
date,
I
how
get
is
his
that too
point.
early though? If I don't cut these
Because
girls
you're getting to know
off,
somebody. That's how you
but
start
man, we don't
knowing.
see it that
But
way.
they don't see
If a
it.
girl
I get
told me
what
I'm being
he's saying. They
intentional
don't
with
see
you,
it that
I
way.
want you to cut everyone off from the jump.
Yeah,
What are you
that's
talking
all.
about?
No,
I don't want you to
no,
wait
no.
4 months. Now you cut everybody off.
No,
I just don't think you could probably. We're probably not good examples, but most women, I agree. Yeah, that is intentional. Intentional means
Okay.
give me your time.
Yeah.
Like,
All right,
but
so-
I'm not
like
playing
that.
games. Oh, you playing?
That's why it's better to date one person at a time instead of dating multiple people because you're gonna be stringing along these multiple realities of you possibly being with each one of them instead of you just trying to take one serious at a time. That whole cutoff thing don't even have to be a conversation.
Games.
Give me my
So I'm not
time.
playing no
Yeah,
games
I
with
Give
you.
me your
I can
time,
hear.
but I'm not okay.
I know a lot of women
were-
that, to his point, I do know a lot of women that, will
'Cause
talk
they're probably
like,
crazy.
oh, well, he ain't really into me because he over here and he doing this and all that. He ain't being intentional
I
and all
know
that.
women like
agree.
that too.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
like, girl, you just met him a week ago.
But
Relax,
to
calm
me,
down.
I think there's a balance. I think there is, intentional does not necessarily mean I need to see you every single day. Does not mean that you need to be planning dates all week, throughout the week and all week, giving me
nah,
your
I
time,
ain't doing
calling
that.
me and texting me all day.
Yeah.
I need to miss you. Like,
I love the whole missing, but I was gonna say, so I had went on a date. This was a couple years ago. So I went on a date with this guy. We talked a couple times, FaceTimes or whatever, and went on a date. And during the date, he's already asking me like, so when am I gonna see you next? We're like in the middle of eating dinner, and I'm like, I gotta let's just finish this date out because I wasn't sure. We're first date, and so he's like, okay. He said, are you talking to other guys? And I said, I mean, not at the moment. Like probably like somebody texting, whatever. And he said, okay, because I don't, I can't I'm not gonna be okay with it. I'm not gonna be okay with with you talking to other men. And
Crazy.
I'm like, we are literally on our first date. Like, this is our first time meeting each other.
I mean, he really liked her. Don't get me wrong. He probably should not have asked her. He probably should have just waited to see certain traits and characteristics to see if she actually acquiesced to his program or whatever he actually wanted. But I think he just really liked her. And I think, man, whenever we got into a place to where people can actually like each other, I think people just are so fed up with each other to where nobody really can actually bond with each other anymore. It's getting difficult.
And so he just says, I'm just not okay with that. And I'm like, he said, so would you go out on a date with somebody if you saw somebody that was nice looking? And I said, I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. But if I
She knows what's
decided
happening
to,
there, right? He's saying that he's certain about you.
Yep.
He did.
And you're
say,
saying
he
that,
said that to me.
and you're saying you're uncertain about him.
I did say that.
And you want more time.
Because
And
it's
you're
our
not-
first date. That's
but you're not
crazy
u-
to me.
And guess what?
eating.
And you're not unique in that way. A lot of women would do exactly what you did.
That is
And guess
true.
what? A lot of men would do exactly what he did.
Because in his mind, he's
He's being
intentional.
intentional.
Yeah.
See,
In his mind,
again,
he's
this
being
is
intentional.
this is why it's confusing with women.
That is true.
Because you want him to be certain about you. You want him to prioritize you. But then when he does,
At the
this
first
is
date?
weird.
Yeah, but
No, but I
Guys,
think
okay,
y'all
let's talk about
intention
men and
was
women are
just
different, right? Let's talk about men and
extreme.
women.
Y'all
That's
intention-
why they call men creeps, because sometimes we do things a little out of the ordinary. We do things up front because we already sold on a chick. It's not that difficult for us opposed to how it is for them when it comes to selection.
I could look at you and say, I could interview a girl for 20 seconds and know if I could marry her or not. I could do it in 20 seconds. It didn't take me months and months of dating you.
That's
I just met you,
yes.
women, and I already have a category for all of you.
oh, please,
Oh,
let's
please
hear
do.
it.
Hear it. I want to hear it.
I'm just saying, I have a category for it. I know who
Here
could
we
be the
go.
wife, who could be the good time, right?
the wife,
Who could be the
good
side
time, who
chick.
could be the
I
side
figured
chick.
that out
Let's
from
hear it.
Okay,
meeting
say
you.
it. Let's say it.
I'm not going to
Offer
say it.
I
No,
want to
please,
know.
you.
Put none
You
out there
can't
like
know.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some further investigation that would need to be done.
no,
I'm
but
just
y'all
saying.
Hold up, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be honest. I think pink shirt over there, she's gonna be the side chick. Just being honest. The good time is going to be, ooh. All right, because the Caribbean chick, she possibly could be the wifey, but she already dealing with a long-term relationship, so she might be the good time. The one that had all the issues with some of his dating standards, but still understood where he was coming from, I think she might be the wife possibly. So the black jacket with the gold chain would probably be the wife. Caribbean would be the fun time, and pink shirt would be the side chick. Cause she seemed like she know how to play her role and position, and she said she was actually okay with separation and whatnot. So I feel like that's my assumption.
Now,
just
say it. Go ahead, say what you said.
Don't make me miss my original point.
No. I want you want to hear it. No. First,
let
tell us.
us-
Y'all want it? Y'all want
Finish this point, and
y'all
then
want
we'll
y'all want the
come back to it.
validation? Okay.
come back to it.
Yes,
I
you
might
will.
be nice. I might be nice about it. Okay. You're a lovely ladies. I'm glad that I'm here. Okay.
You don't have to be nice. Just be blunt.
Okay.
Especially with me.
Right. So I'm saying that to say is that it didn't take him
Oh, you know.
as much time as it will take you to be certain about you.
Correct. I believe that.
Right. And so what's going to happen is that he would have to take his foot off the gas to meet you where you're at.
Yes.
And for men, we call that breadcrumbing.
That's true.
Breadcrumbing for y'all is something different.
Right.
Breadcrumbing is teasing something that you want to actually give everything to. Right? For us, breadcrumbing is not giving you everything because you're not ready for it.
The brother has a point right there, 100%. Like, her situation right there proves it. If he would have just waited a little bit and kind of like, let it be known that he's intentional but not intentional, that's breadcrumbing still. So I get it.
Okay. I can
can
respect
see-
that.
I
That's
see
a whole
it.
different point. If you had said that from the beginning, then
No,
we
he
understood.
did say that from the
Not like
beginning.
that.
He said,
Not,
yeah,
not
he
he
did.
said 10%. And the way he was saying
No.
is like, I'm playing all
just-
these
he
He
women.
said it, but that was my point. That perception is different on the men's side than the women's side. Y'all see it as one thing and we see it as another,
That's
and that's why we
crazy,
can't
though.
come to an understanding
Yeah.
because
I just think it's crazy the first date,
Yeah.
like the first date to expect. It's like, okay, so say you and I went on a date, right? And I'm like, I say the same thing. Like, are you talking to other women? Yeah, you have, and you like your side, your bitches, and and I'm like, I know that. I know what I want, I want to be like exclusively. That's so weird to me to even say, like, after the first date.
I ain't gonna lie, the high beams is high beaming.
What would you say?
I would say this is a keeper right here.
Because
You see,
because I said
y'all
that?
get turned off by that right away. I get turned on by that. If you want to give me your soul from the beginning, girl, you a keeper. I need to rock with you.
So
Because
that
it tells
doesn't
me
scare
that
you.
you could follow. See, y'all look at it, oh, she's a dumb
Facts.
bitch. No, because again, like think about it like the high-end job meeting, right? Where if you're meeting for a job, you already qualify for getting this meeting. I'm on a
Right.
date with you. I already qualified you to get up to this point.
But it
Now, if you show me
hear-
cooperation,
what's the
I'm
qualifications?
gonna admire that.
What's the qualifications? The way a person looks. Maybe
That's what I'm
you're-
saying. Men, we're
Yeah.
very visual, right? So I know if that's something I want to bend over or not. I already know. I don't gotta be around you 30 times,
But you can bend
40
over
days.
somebody who's crazy, who's not a wife.
But I'm just saying that part, that element.
first.
Okay.
Other elements is I know if I like your voice.
Yeah.
I know if I like the way you carry yourself. I know if I like your style, right?
Okay.
Like, so we could start envisioning everything. We're visionaries. I could start saying, I could see myself in a house with her. I could see her doing my laundries. I could see her
Standing in the
preparing my
kitchen with an
meals,
apron.
right? I could see myself going to work 60 hours a week
Giving her
to
my
make sure that
paycheck.
she don't have to work. You get what I'm trying to say? I could see myself buying her a ring. We can see that all from the very first meeting.
That's
So
But
what-
y'all,
Really?
yes,
That's
y'all,
what he said to me.
yeah.
He said,
and I don't even know him. I don't even know him.
Wait, but he said, I had
that's hold on.
dated a lot of women. And he said, I have not, whatever. I have not met anybody that I wanted to settle down with. And I'm like, to me, I'm like, this is like far. It's like, I'm like, is something wrong with him? Because I'm just meeting you. He says, I already know what I want and that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, you done canned a good guy. This man was just being intentional. He was letting you know up front. I ain't gonna lie, Call Me Shape, he definitely called it, and she don't even realize it until right now that she could have let something good go. It don't take long for us to, we know, we simple. It's gonna be the physical first. From there, once the physical is physicaling, we gonna check your attributes out, your characteristics, if you nice or whatnot, and we gonna get more in tune with that, and everything else, the deal should be sealed after that.
But to ask you a question, because
Yeah.
you're a man who dates multiple women right now, right? So when she said that to you, when you said, okay, that's the woman I want to be, how do you, where's your transition? Do you now let these other girls go because you know that this is the woman for you?
I
Or
still
are you
got a
still
breadcrumb.
dating these
still got
other
a
women and
breadcrumb.
figuring it out?
It wouldn't turn me off the way it turns you guys off. And that's what I'm trying to say. We do it
So you
because
still
we're
want-
projecting onto you. We think that we're showing you the highest respect by
Yeah.
doing it. I don't think I'm disrespecting you by telling you I'm going to cut everybody off.
No. That's
But
not
But in
they
a way,
all-
it's disrespect because it's like, well, if you do this for me, then you'll do this for anybody because I didn't earn it. That's what I mean. Women want to earn you as an individual.
Right, right.
A girl feel a lot better is if she got to get to know you over some months and y'all went through like ups and downs and she's seen you
Yes.
through your different paces and see how you
You ain't
behave.
lying.
And for her, it's
That
like,
is true.
she'll tell herself, oh, I've been dating him for 4 months. And that's a big deal to her. Oh, I've been dating for 5 months. That's a big deal. That's not
It
a big
is.
deal to me. I could date the worst woman for 5 months and I'll meet a girl right now that's better than her, get rid of the girl for 5 months. There is no loyalty to that. There is no, what's that thing called? Tenure? I don't know.
Tenure, yeah.
Right, there's no tenure. You don't get no benefit. You don't get no credit for being for me for a long time because I could have been with an idiot for a long time.
That is true.
Right? But y'all look at it differently. Oh, I was with him for a year. And that matters. Regardless of who he is or what he is, the fact that you got us for a year means something.
It's the time. The
That's what I'm
time
saying.
that he's put in.
Time.
So
I think I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Time is definitely of the essence, and it does matter. Women do care about the amount of time they be. That's why a lot of them don't. They don't want to leave the situations because they don't have time on their side. Caribbean looking at him like I'm about to jump across the table on you. I don't know if it's in a good way or a bad way, but he's still. When it comes to the 1 week thing, it's gonna depend on what type of lifestyle you're trying to live. See, if you're trying to be a player. Hey, you doing the 10% with about 4 of them, that's 40% of your day. You still got 60% or whatnot. So, or your week. But when it comes down to if you're in a more of a serious relationship, that time and attention factor gonna have to be a little bit more. Even if you're not seeing her, if you having her doing certain things or whatever tasks you have her do, it's gonna be different. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not one of them guys where it's like I don't want to see my chick one time a week. Like I can't get over the once a week thing because I wouldn't want to just only see her one time. I want to see her more. And I've been my girl since 2009. We've been married since 2017. So I mean, we've been together for a minute, and I still don't want to just do the once a week thing, And it's just I mean, that's if any girl I was really with, if I really like seeing her, I would really want to see her. So. Yeah, once a week is crazy, but I do understand the part where people have to, people are going to have to earn certain attributes and characteristics from you. But at the same time, if someone likes you enough, that still should be enough. Don't get me wrong. You still have to play the gamers. And then she was wondering why has it gotten like this, and it's really become advanced because the women are having sex with so many different guys now, to where they got so much comparison and what to compare other guys to. It's no more you just meet a good guy and then you just rock out with him. No, you can compare him to every other guy that you done dealt with, and every other guy that's still trying to court you. People don't know how to really stay with each other and just last for the long haul anymore. It's all about what's the next best thing. So now these guys who are in the market playing around, they have to now feel like, they have to put you through tests. And I understand tests. You definitely got to do the test game because you got to know if you got one that's actually for you. But at the same time, if someone see your character, if they rocking with you, they know how to get in line and they know how to act. You feel me? It just depends on how much you really like you and what you really want, man. Whether you want to play the field, whether you want something serious, everything I feel like is going to be different compared to what you actually want. You're not going to be able to play the same games if you're trying to have a certain type of relationship for the long haul. And if the women end up agreeing to it, that's just the landscape of the market. If they choosing that, it's still gonna be depending on what the women actually choose in their life and what they want to keep for the long haul. If she chooses it, that's on her at that point. But I'll make sure I have this link in the description so y'all can watch this in its entirety. Make sure y'all like the video, comment below. This is JB. Oh yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to Call Me Shape, his channel as well. He has his own channel, but he was also on that viral video to where the woman was tweaking out. I reacted to that that was almost a couple months ago now. Make sure I like the video, comment below. This is JayBReacts. Until next time, y'all. Peace.